do you have a definite goal right now in the phase of your career that you're right now? Do you have a definite goal set up for yourself?
hmm Yeah, my goals have always been the same, and um, and they're still the same goals that motivate me. And it's kind of crazy because you think about a career of longevity, you have these big, long-term goals, and I never did. I never have. I've had the same goals that are on repeat, and and those are just to my goal every year. First of all, my biggest goal has always been to be a great dad to my kids. And one of the things that I was told early on in coaching was, that how much this would pull me away from my family, and I would have to make choices between my family and being a coach. And I always said the same thing: if I ever have to choose between being a great coach and being a great dad, I'm going to choose being a great dad. And but I don't believe you do have to choose, because I believe that those things feed off one another. And so my goals are kind of similar. My goals every year um, is to take the team in front of me and to just maximize who they have the opportunity to be, and to watch those kids develop away from the court as well, and to become more. I just had a conversation with a player 2 days ago who is a super driven young player in our program right now, and I told her I wanted her to spend time away from it this summer. And she didn't really love my answer, and I said, no, you don't understand. I'm not asking you to sacrifice yourself as a volleyball player. I just want to make sure that when we're done on this journey, you define yourself as something more than just a volleyball player. And so we spend time trying to evolve in other areas. Some people in our program have an artistic side to them. Some of them are really close to their faith. Some of them, there's all these different things that make them complete, which I think make them better as a player. And I guess one of the things that I've said over and over and over when people ask me about our success here is, I always say we've had the success we have on the court because of who we are off of it. And to be honest, after 31 years, those are the things that are still important to me. Those are the things that motivate me year to year. I've had success beyond my wildest dreams as a head coach. And so if winning a championship or going to an NCAA tournament or doing whatever was my goal as a coach, I would have already retired. But the things that motivate me are helping the next 17-year-old kid that walks in our program. And those were my goals when I was in my 20s. And now they're my goals when I'm in my 50s. And as long as when a season ends and the next one begins, as long as I wake up motivated to help that next group of kids, then I know that I'm still meant to do this. And because there is no destination. It's the beautiful thing about the job that we do is there is no, I know you talked about you work in construction, and sometimes you have a job that you're working on, and when that job becomes complete, you turn your attention to the next job. And that's the beautiful thing about coaching. There's always that next kid if you're in it for that development, and that's what's always motivated me.